US President Donald Trump has said the deal that he is most proud of is that he was able to stop potentially a nuclear war between India and Pakistan through trade as opposed to through bullets. In the last few weeks, Trump has also repeatedly claimed that he told India and Pakistan that the US will stop trade with the two nations if they don't stop the conflict. India, meanwhile, has said that the issue of trade did not come up at all in talks between Indian and American leaders during its military clashes with Pakistan, virtually rejecting Washington's repeated claims that its offer of trade stopped the confrontation. Trump went on to add that Pakistani representatives are coming to Washington next week. Trump said that leaders in India and Pakistan are great leaders and they understood and they agreed and that all stopped. Listen in.
Pakistan representatives are coming in next week, and India, as you know, we're very close to making a deal with India. And I wouldn't have any interest in making a deal with either if they were going to be at war with each other. I would not. We stopped India and Pakistan from fighting. I believe that could have turned out into a nuclear disaster. And I want to thank the leaders of India, the leaders of Pakistan, and I want to thank my people also. We talked trade. And we said we can't trade with people that are shooting at each other and potentially using nuclear weapons. And they're great leaders in those countries, and they understood and they agreed. And that all stopped, and we're stopping others from fighting also, because ultimately we can fight better than anybody. We have the greatest military in the world. We have the greatest leaders in the world. We put one of them in charge of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, as you know, General Raisin Kane. And we wiped out ISIS, completely wiped out ISIS in 3 weeks. They said it would take 5 years, and we did it in 3 weeks. And that's the way it is. But we don't want to have to use our military. We want to be peace through strength when we can. And that's the way we're going to have it.
My colleague Brian Thomas is joining us for more on this story. Brian, President Trump has once again claimed that he has stopped the conflict between India and Pakistan, even as India has issued clarifications. Meanwhile, we are also learning that Pakistan officials are set to visit Washington next week. So please take us through the details of this story.
Well, there have been conversations of the Pakistani side visiting the US, and clearly again US President Donald Trump has again come back with his credit claim for de-escalation tensions between both India and Pakistan during the tenure, and said that his intervention helped avert what he described it as a potential nuclear disaster. He also said that he rather stopped the India-Pakistan from fighting, and he said that he has turned it out to the leaders of India and Pakistan, and he wants to thank his people for that. He also continued to highlight the role of trade diplomacy in diffusing conflict, said that he has spoken about trade, and he said that he cannot, rather he was cannot trade with people who are shooting each other and potentially using nuclear weapons. And he also goes on to say that both of them are great leaders, and they understood and they agreed and they all stopped. And he also used the opportunity to praise the US's military and leadership, adding that they are stopping others from fighting, also because immediately they can, the US can fight better than anybody, and goes on to say, rather praise, sing praises about their military in the world. Even though Trump did attempt to position the US as a mediator, but India has consistently maintained the fact that it did not require any third-party mediation. Nonetheless, his comments reflect credit claiming that has been going from ever since. But yes, India has also maintained a very strong stance, saying that there was no third-party interference, but it was the Pakistani side that came and issued a mediation itself. Yes.